All right, everybody, it's me. It's finally Friday. I'm happy about that. September 6, 2019, and yeah, we have to talk again. I want to show you something before I even utter another word. This is the yield curve from the 2 out to the 30. You see all the red there? The entire curve's dropped. Why would this occur? Not only has the whole curve dropped, but we're starting to see the 2 to 10 spread narrow yet again. Why? Pretty simple. No secret. It's everywhere. Miss on the jobs report. This should not surprise anyone here. And the last report was revised lower. Again, if you follow this blog, you're already way ahead of the curve. Our economy is in free fall. This is an illusion. The promise of more easy money is the only thing keeping this market where it is. Speaking of that, after yesterday's literal no confidence rally that a thing is going to come out of the U.S.-China trade talks, scheduled for next month. They can't do it now. It's scheduled for next month. Is that laughable or what? We're not getting a follow-through here. So that's just further proof to me that was a no-confidence rally yesterday. It was insane. We ended the day about where we started. People are, I think, getting smarter. I'd like to believe they are. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out in the next cycle. Going great. No, they're not. Going great. No, they're not. But anyway, back to today. So this miss on the jobs report, what's the effect? Number one, you saw the bond market. I mean, boom, down comes the whole curve. The spread narrows between the 2 to 10. Let's see what stocks are doing real quick in real time. About flat. The NASDAQ is in the negative. S&P 500 fractionally higher. Nothing major going on here. Silver and gold catching a bid. Dollar is weaker. Anyway, so what we're going to see here, and there's a little dilemma. I want to talk about that real quick. So we know for a fact that the Fed is going to cut rates later this month. Because of this jobs miss and the fact that the one prior to that was revised lower, the Fed is going to have to cut deeper, faster, just to keep this propped up. Understand, and I know you get it. There's nothing else supporting this market. These multiples in this market with regard to the stock market cannot be sustained. I can't say that another way. So something has to give here. And it's either going to be multiple contraction with regard to the stock market, which means a significant drop, or more easy money is going to be pushed into this market, substantial rate cuts, dollar devaluation, or intervention, as the president calls it, to keep the illusion real. Now let me ask you, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to allow multiples to contract? No. They're going to allow this market to reach a fair value before it's time? No. They're going to ease. They're going to print cash out of thin air. It's unbelievable. QE has actually started again. I wrote an article. I posted a snapshot of what's going on here with the Fed's balance sheet over the past few weeks. The Fed is adding to their balance sheet. They're buying debt yet again. It's not been announced, but QE has begun under the table. They're not allowing people to understand what's going on, but that's the truth. You can go to the Federal Reserve's own website and verify what I am saying. It's incredible. As a matter of fact, what I will do, so you can have a look at this, in the description of this video, I'm going to place a link to a chart which will show you how the Fed is now buying debt again on a grand scale. QE is in full effect. So The only question literally here is how much the Fed is going to cut, because this is their dilemma. 25 or 50. The market's not going to like a 25 basis point cut like last time. They're not going to. It's not going to like it. We'll have to see what else they pull out of a hat. Out of the rat hole that they're pulling dog shit out of a rat hole. How does that work? Yeah, but that's actually what's going on here. I mean, they could float stories out here. They got Larry Kudlow right now live on CNBC, and he's talking about how our economy is strong, how we're adding jobs. Meanwhile, he's lying to your face. He's lying to the world right now. We just got the numbers, their own numbers. And Larry, a spin doctor, is trying to explain to you that what you're seeing and what you're hearing from their own numbers is not real. I want you to think about what I just said. Larry Kudlow, part of the unholy trinity, you know who this is trying to explain to you right now, live on CNBC, I don't know if you're watching it, that what you're seeing and hearing is not real. These people, guys like Larry Kudlow, let me ask you, should they be held to account when this whole thing really comes to realizing that this is just a charade and it's a horrible nightmare? Larry is a liar of truly epic proportions, along with Larry Kudlow, along with President Donald Trump. They belong together, the three of these, in the same place. That's the truth. And I don't understand, honestly, how you can get a guy. How much do you think he's being paid to lie right now? I mean, why lie? When we got the numbers, we got their own data, but now he's trying to convince you that it's not real. This is the environment we are in. It's so twisted. It is so distorted. And people like Larry honestly believe that you are too dumb and too stupid to know better. I want you. Do you find that insulting? I find that insulting. I would be willing to bet that every single one of you that follows this blog is way smarter than Larry, the cokehead, Kudlow. It's unbelievable what really, people, this is just like we've never been here before. Like no man, no woman has ever seen in history the clown show, the misleading, the misinformation, the absolute lies, the recycling of nonsense about trade talks. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. Is this the best that we have? This is it? I don't know about you, but I'm sick of it all. I'll be honest with you. All right, so look, I showed you the yield curve dropping on this news. The spread between the 2 and the 10 is starting to narrow. We are going to get another inversion, like I explained to you recently. The data is what it is. And it's really in your face, and they can twist and lie all they want to, like Larry is doing right now. And I think that not only should Larry be called out, but the networks like CNBC right now should be called out and say, how are you letting this guy get away with this when the numbers are what they are, their own numbers, and he's trying to tell you that they're not real? Unreal. It's unbelievable. All right, look, I love you all. I got to get back to work. I was in one trade this morning. Made about $200 in about 3 minutes right off the top of this market. I did not trade yesterday at all, not one trade. And we'll see how this plays out for the rest of the day. All right, with that said, please share this video. Let's wake up a few people, and I'll see you at the end of this freak show day.